Hello and welcome to the How to Travel Vegan podcast. I'm your host, Tom Simak, and today we're exploring the sunny Gold Coast, Queensland. Honestly, when it comes to really Western countries like Australia, it gets really hard to narrow it down from the few hundred options potentially in a city to only the top few. And as a general tip in Gold Coast, I really recommend hiring a car, not only because a lot of these restaurants and cafes are spread out across different areas, but there's a lot of really cool mountains and rivers and hikes to do nearby or in the region, which you need a car to get to. I'll kick things off with the Cardamom Pod. Their whole menu is vegan besides a few things which have dairy milk. They have a huge menu of things like pancakes, waffles, acai bowls, and toasties. A main meal and dessert will set you back about $30 Australian per person. Their Instagram game is on fleek if you want to visually scroll through their menu. Next up is Greenhouse Canteen. These guys are fully vegan and have a super cute setup. Not only do they have a lunch and dinner menu, but have a selection of beers, wines, and cocktails for you. With foods like nachos, burgers, and crepes, an average meal and dessert will set you back around $32 Australian per person. Moving on, we have Giri Khanna Cafe. Recently come under new management, making it a more family dynamic, I guess, with the workers. They're a vegetarian cafe with a pretty healthy menu. I love a menu that comes with heaps of unique flavors. So if you're like me when it comes to that, I really recommend grabbing the tofu burger, which has plenty of different flavors, but also a lot of their cakes are made in-house, and they do have a raw cheesecake, which is really hard to find without refined sugars. Now on to Blend Love, another vegetarian eatery. They focus more on being healthy, whole food based with no artificial flavors or preservatives, even with their cakes. And I'm all for that. Now, special mention here because I'm putting their nachos in my personal top 10 list globally. The flavors are no joke. I also really dig the vibe here. It's quite open with a mixture of outdoor and indoor setting with honestly really good customer service. Next up, we have Authentic, Organic, Unbakery, and Pharmacy. Pharmacy is with an F. I love the whole concept of this name. It's a raw cafe, so unbakery because you're not baking things. Yeah, you get the name. Anyway, you are right to assume that they are raw foods and desserts cafe. If you're flying to and from Coolangatta, which is the main Gold Coast airport, this is super convenient because they're only 10 minutes away in a town called Tweed Heads. The vibe is quite calm and rustic, which is really awesome. I honestly just went there to grab some dessert because it's really hard to find places that don't use any refined sugars or heat-treated oils to make their cakes. So I'll give him brownie points for that. Pun intended. Now, chances are you're flying to Gold Coast, you're staying in Surfers Paradise, probably at or near Cavill Avenue. So you've got heaps of options that are just walking distance and just mainly bigger chains. So things like Guzman and Gomez, which have the burritos that can be vegan. You've got Grilled, which is a burger place that has now a Beyond Meat section. And you also have Lord of the Fries, which have, of course, your burgers, hot dogs, and a huge selection of different chips with sauces. And Lord of the Fries is fully vegan. That is all for the food portion of today's episode. In terms of what most people do there, it's theme parks. So Movie World, Dreamworld. Now, Movie World do have a vegan burger and fries option for you. We've also got a Ben & Jerry's, which have vegan options, and a dairy-free Magnums located at their convenience shop as well, which is, you won't go hungry there, which is awesome. Dreamworld is basically the same, except instead of a burger, you're going to just get a vegetarian pizza, no cheese. SeaWorld is another really big theme park that a lot of people visit, and I definitely would encourage you to look into the ethos because I wouldn't go there. And I think it's not fair to the animals, obviously encaging them just like a zoo, really. To catch up with a few other fellow vegetables, you can go to meetup.com/vegan-life. And for events, go to veganaustralia.org.au. Then choose Queensland, and there's a whole range of information on different events and activities that are happening. Last but not least, you have the 2 Facebook groups, Gold Coast Vegan Community and Gold Coast Vegans. For activism, you can check out the Animal Liberation Party's website for Queensland, which will have a whole range of activities that you can volunteer for. And of course, we have the Anonymous for the Voiceless. They run a queue in Gold Coast, which you can find on their website or Facebook. To see all the lovely snaps of food I took, you can check it out on Instagram at How to Travel Vegan. I also took videos of it to go on TikTok at How to Travel Vegan. But that is all from me today. Like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. Much love. Peace.